Dear Taurus, have you ever felt there's a hidden strength, an extraordinary solidity within you, something that transcends the ordinary? Nostradamus once hinted at a profound truth about your soul, a truth intertwined with the enduring power of the earth and the steadfast forces of the universe. Today, we will delve into this mystery, exploring why your essence exists in the delicate balance between unwavering stability and the potential for grounded growth. This journey is not merely about understanding, it's about awakening to your true potential for lasting abundance. If you're a Taurus who has sensed the world shifting around you, even if change isn't your natural comfort zone, don't click away just yet. What you are about to discover could forever alter your perspective on your past and illuminate your path forward. When you open your heart to this message, you'll realize why Nostradamus spoke of a Taurus soul infused with the energy of ancient earthen wisdom, a soul that has returned in this era to fulfill a vital purpose, to build solid foundations for the future. Some truths are not visible to the naked eye. They can only be felt deep within. Perhaps you've experienced a lingering sensation throughout your life, as if you carry the weight of generational endurance, silent vows of protection, and values that never fade. This isn't mere fantasy. It's the essence of an ancient soul, and Nostradamus recognized your unique, grounding energy. In his prophecies, he alluded to souls like yours, those who possess a profound connection to the creative and enduring power of nature. You have the ability to perceive true value beyond superficial appearances, absorbing both stability and stagnation from your surroundings. No other zodiac sign embodies such loyalty and steadfastness, yet no one else faces such intense inner struggles between preservation and the need to release for growth. Have you ever wondered why you value security and stability so deeply? Why you find change so challenging, even when you know it might be necessary? This isn't a sign of weakness or mere stubbornness. It's evidence of a soul that has learned the value of endurance through countless storms and knows how to build amidst chaos. Nostradamus warned that a time would come when you must confront deep-seated fears of loss and change that humanity often shies away from. That time is now, and you may already feel its approach. Dreams of solidity, gut instincts about true worth, quiet calls toward growth. Awakening carries a weighty responsibility, the responsibility of balance. I have seen many Tauruses shine quietly like steadfast lighthouses, providing stability for those around them while often neglecting their own need for flexibility and growth. Because of your loyal heart and dependable nature, you attract both those seeking genuine security and shadows looking to exploit your patience. Remember, true foundational strength cannot be destroyed. It may be tested, but will always endure. Even if you've faced betrayal or loss, that strength remains within you, a testament to your resilience. Have you ever felt a deep anxiety about instability that others couldn't comprehend? That worry signifies a soul that has witnessed much collapse and carries the karmic burdens of trying to hold on to things that needed to change. You are a builder, a preserver. Let me ask you this: have you ever sensed the hidden potential or value in something others overlooked? Have you ever sensed a person's true intentions or lack thereof, simply by observing their consistency? If so, you are not alone. You are awakening to the truth of your Taurian nature. As we continue, let's explore why Taurus sometimes finds itself targeted by destabilizing forces, not due to weakness, but because you hold the key to enduring stability. Something chaotic energies seek to undermine. If you don't learn to protect your peace and your boundaries, chaos may find its way to you. Have you ever asked yourself why you seem to attract relationships or situations that feel draining or exploit your stability? Why do you feel depleted after interactions that demand you give endlessly without reciprocal respect? The answer lies not in your inadequacy, but in the very solid, reliable light you carry, an illumination that some may find comforting, but others may seek to control or leech off. Nostradamus described those with foundational light as targets for wandering, unstable entities. Your loyalty knows few bounds. You offer patience and stability freely, even to those who have taken you for granted. However, if this steadfastness is not shielded with wisdom and clear boundaries, it can lead to stagnation and depletion. I've witnessed many Tauruses pour their energy into maintaining stability for others, often without anyone checking in on their own need for growth and replenishment. You may become a foundation being worn down, filled only with exhaustion and a sense of being stuck. Eastern philosophy teaches that stability must be balanced with flow. Otherwise, steadfastness can morph into stubbornness and stagnation. Unfortunately, society often praises quiet endurance without providing the tools to set healthy boundaries. Have you ever helped someone to the point where you felt your own resources or progress draining away? If so, you might be experiencing subtle energy manipulation. The other person may not intend harm, but if you're unaware, you may inadvertently invite the karma of stagnation into your life. I know many Tauruses who have endured patiently, believing their unwavering presence would eventually change others or situations. But the truth is more complex. Some souls are not ready for stability or growth. They simply seek a solid vessel to dump their instability onto. If you're not vigilant, you might become a rock bearing the weight of their chaos. Have you ever left a situation or conversation feeling heavy or restricted? This is a significant sign that you may be encountering an energy parasite, someone still grappling with their own lack of grounding and unconsciously draining your vitality and peace. Nostradamus referred to these souls as those who have yet to learn their lessons and instead look for someone solid to lean on entirely. Have you ever awoken from a dream feeling trapped or weighed down, as though you fought an invisible battle to maintain your ground? These experiences are not random. They are your soul's way of alerting you that it's time to learn how to protect your space and your peace. I encourage you to take a moment, close your eyes, and think of someone or a situation in your life that makes you feel obligated, drained, or stuck. If a name or situation comes to mind, it's very likely that this is draining your foundational energy. If you allow this to continue, you risk inviting stagnation into your own light. Remember, Taurus, you were not born to be a perpetual pillar for others to lean on unfairly. You were born to build and grow. Awakening isn't about enduring stagnation. It's about understanding what true, healthy stability is and recognizing manipulation or unhealthy dependence disguised as need. You deserve a life where you can contribute your strengths without depleting yourself, to love with loyalty that is respected, and to build securely without needing anyone's permission. To achieve this, you must learn to guard your energy and boundaries like a fortress guarding treasure. Meditate to reconnect with your inner stability. Spend time in nature to discern what truly resonates with your heart versus external pressures or obligations. If stability brings you pain or a feeling of being trapped, it's not true stability. It's karma rooted in resistance or fear. I invite you to reflect. Have you ever held on to a situation or relationship out of fear of change, only to find yourself hurt or stagnant again? Have you sacrificed your own growth and well-being until you felt utterly stuck? If you've answered yes, know that you are not alone. This community is filled with souls who share similar experiences. But today marks the beginning of breaking that cycle. Nostradamus foresaw that Tauruses are often lured into maintaining structures or patterns that are outdated or toxic, driven by a desire to preserve stability at all costs. However, if you venture into maintaining stability blindly, without wisdom, you may inadvertently carry the karma of stagnation. This is how karma spreads, through the unawareness of a loyal heart lacking insight into when change is necessary. If you've ever felt the weight of doing everything right, being loyal and dependable, yet still facing exploitation or feeling stuck, it's time to turn inward and ask yourself, am I acting out of true, healthy stability, or am I motivated by fear of change or loss? Only stability rooted in awareness and aligned with growth can lead to true prosperity and liberation. As we journey deeper, you'll learn to recognize how stagnant forces can infiltrate your life through seemingly secure yet toxic relationships or commitments. Have you ever pondered why, despite living with great integrity and reliability, you still encounter betrayal or a sense of being stuck? It's a common misconception that living a good life shields you from karma, but the truth is more nuanced. In many spiritual teachings, karma can arise not only from negative actions, but also from seemingly positive ones, rooted in attachment, fear, or ignorance, lack of awareness. For a steadfast soul like you, acting out of a fear of change or clinging without mindfulness of the need for flow can lead to subtle, silent, karmic consequences of stagnation. You may have used your immense persistence in past lives, not to harm, but perhaps to preserve, through vows, stubborn resistance, or earthly petitions aimed at preventing someone's or your own necessary change of fate. But when you attempt to unnaturally halt the necessary flow of destiny, even out of love or loyalty, you create karma. Buddha taught that every action plants a seed, and even actions taken with steadfast love can sprout into karma if they stem from fear or the desire to control stability against life's natural currents. Taurus, you carry many such seeds, not because you're flawed, but because your capacity for loyalty and building runs deep. Yet loving and building deeply without awareness of when to let go or adapt can be a double-edged sword, leading you to unknowingly create resistance in reality. True strength fears nothing but stagnation and illusion. It's time to reflect on your past choices, not to cast blame, but to embark on a transformative journey. Consider moments when you held on to someone or something not for its true value, but out of fear of the unknown or loss. Think of times you resisted change, even when you knew deep down it wasn't serving you anymore. Those actions, if not grounded in awareness, can invite darkness in the form of inertia and stuckness into your life. Have you felt an unexplainable fatigue, a cycle of feeling stuck or burdened that seems inescapable? This may be the result of past attempts to preserve things that needed to evolve or end. True building is not about resisting all change. It's about understanding that true stability must be paired with wisdom and flexibility. So how can you heal your karma when you haven't consciously done anything wrong? The answer lies in mindfulness. Build, but don't cling to outcomes obsessively. Love with loyalty, but don't possess or control. Help stabilize, but don't prevent necessary growth. Pray for strength and security, but don't impose rigidity. This approach allows you to plant seeds of prosperous liberation rather than stagnant entanglement. I once knew a Taurus who dedicated her life to maintaining a family home exactly as it was, resisting any change, only to feel utterly alone and resentful when life inevitably moved on around her. When she finally accepted the need for change, selling the house wasn't an ending, but sparked her journey back to herself. She began to cultivate inner stability, not to control the external world, but to find peace and adaptability within herself. Do you believe in karma? Can patterns of stagnation be healed? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might light the way for someone else feeling stuck. If you believe in healing, you'll need a special ritual, a soul-cleansing practice illuminated by compassion and acceptance. This ritual doesn't require elaborate ceremonies, just a candle, a prayer, and a heart ready to release resistance. Find a quiet space, light a green or white candle symbolizing growth and purity, close your eyes and say to your soul, "I forgive all resistance and fear I have held while I was unconscious. I release all vows of stagnation, attachments to unchanging forms, and ignorant actions from the past. From this moment forward, I choose grounded flow and adaptive strength." Allow yourself to feel the release, letting go of the burdens of inflexibility you've carried. Let karma transform from a chain into a lesson in balance, and you'll see that the universe has always awaited your rebirth into empowered stability. Taurus, you don't need to become someone else. You simply need to awaken to your truest self, solid yet adaptable. After this, you will be guided into a deeper spiritual realm where ancient knowledge reveals that letting go of resistance is the bravest act a stability-seeking soul can undertake. If you're ready, know that light never turns away someone willing to confront their shadows of fear and control. I once witnessed a Taurus quietly tending their garden, whispering a prayer of release for a job they clung to out of fear. This act of forgiveness, letting go of the need for absolute control, was the highest form of magic. When you forgive not for others' peace, but for your own freedom to grow, you step out of the karmic loop of stagnation that ensnares so many. Spiritual teachers suggest that situations which make you feel most stuck offer the greatest opportunities for liberation. This may seem paradoxical, but for those guided by the need for security and value, it is the ultimate truth. You don't need grand ceremonies or validation. You need a quiet space, perhaps connecting with nature or a candle, and the resolve to release old fears and patterns of resistance. Start now. Light a candle, not for superstition, but as a symbol of awakening to balanced stability. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and gently call to mind the pattern, e.g., fear of change, stubbornness, clinging, that has caused you pain or stagnation. No anger, no justifications, just acknowledgement. Say, "I have carried you, this pattern fear, in my foundation for too long. Now, I choose to let you go so that I can truly build and thrive." Breathe deeply, feeling your heart expand like fertile earth ready for new seeds. Speak your forgiveness and release, even if your lips remain silent. Let your soul express it. You deserve to live a life unbound by past fears or rigid patterns. Imagine releasing resistance today and waking up tomorrow feeling lighter, more adaptable, yet still fundamentally strong. No one can grant you that freedom but yourself. Only you can loosen the karmic threads of stagnation that bind your heart. Have you ever performed a small ritual or made a conscious choice to release a pattern of clinging or resistance? Share your story. It might inspire someone feeling trapped. When your soul is cleansed and the light within dispels the shadows of fear, you will embody what Nostradamus envisioned, a soul capable of profound, grounded transformation. You are a testament to resilience, a living example of how a soul can remain strong even after enduring countless trials. Your mission isn't just to hold the fort, it's to heal yourself by finding the sacred balance between stability and growth. In doing so, you create a space for others to begin their own journeys toward balanced strength. You don't need to force strength upon yourself in a rigid way. Walk each day with authentic, grounded presence. Speak words of value and construction when possible. Remain silent with discerning wisdom when necessary, and forgive resistance in yourself and others, even when change feels difficult. This is how you live fully, allowing your inner light of enduring, adaptable strength to shine. If you're still with me, your soul is ready. Nostradamus may have foreseen this potential, but you are the one living it. You no longer need to wait for external security to feel safe. You are the miracle of grounded growth this world has been yearning for. Comment, I choose stability. I forgive resistance. I awaken to growth. By doing so, you send a powerful message to the universe and your soul that you are no longer a victim of stagnation. You are the architect of your abundant destiny. Taurus, your journey has been long, focusing on building the external, but the most beautiful chapters lie ahead, beginning in the depths of your heart, where you finally choose to trust your inner foundation and embrace loving, balanced growth. Thank you for listening with all your heart. If you've stayed until the very end, it signifies your readiness to embrace a new chapter filled with light, faith, and true prosperity. May you always find enough peace to forgive resistance, enough courage to let go and adapt, and enough love to return to your true self, steadfast yet ever growing. The universe is watching over you, and you have never been alone on your path of building a beautiful life.